Diamador Lenore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Purdy. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Purdy looking to throw. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. And that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Stiff-armed him. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay at the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. What do you think, Charles? Too big of a risk? I mean, why not just take the lead there here in the 4th?
I know many subscribe to the theory that fortune favors the bold. And in this situation, that was a bold move. Faking it in that situation, fortune didn't shine on them in that case. Now they've got to play defense and try to prevent them from scoring and losing this one.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or result. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top again.
This ball intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look,